S8E7 was happening. Welcome to another segment of Talk Entertainment and Art. We're coming to you live at the headquarters, baby. Shout out to the ugly nigga behind the camera. Shout out to my barber. He made sure I came through looking clean. Shout out to me. And shout out to our guest today, man. How are you? I didn't get it. Let me introduce our guest today. Today on our segment, we have iYA, who is the greatest artist. I read your bio. What does it say?
No.
I was born for greatness. That's what it says,
I
right?
was born for greatness.
Exactly. So she's the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
She right here in the building, man. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
I will see you've been busy. Just handle that espresso vibes off from Bushfire.
You're making it so dramatic.
It's not even dramatic. It is what it is, man. Hey, you've been at it. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Hey, I'm feeling really good.
How you handling the pressure? Because you're on TV. You're on TV.
You know what? I've been preparing.
Oh, you've been preparing.
Yeah, I've been anticipating such moments.
Okay.
Like I've really been trying to put in as much work as required.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at least until I'm on the ride. You know, I'm preparing for what I think will happen. So right now, since I'm in the, buckling up and everything, so I'm just taking each day as it comes.
Okay.
And the news my levels are the work that I put in as it is now required because it has become reality. So yeah, I've been preparing.
I know.
Yeah.
So how exactly did you start on your journey as a musician?
Oh my goodness. I didn't start early.
Oh yeah?
I had the love for music early though. Yeah. I remember the first song my mom taught me was This Little Light of Mine. I'm gonna let it shine. So I think I was in grade 2 or 3 when I had to lead the song in the assembly. So, having those few moments when I was young, and that's where I believe the inception of this passion for music started. Since I also grew up in church.
Okay.
I'm deeply rooted in the things of the Lord. So I also got the passion for music there, but I wasn't a performer.
You wasn't a performer
until very late.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't even count with one hand the instances where I had to go up on stage and perform. It was in primary once when I led a song in the assembly. It was at church when I was in Form 1. When else? Until later, after high school, we me and a group of friends came together to form a band only because there was a competition.
Oh, okay.
Imagine that. And I had zero experience in performing. So you can only
You've
imagine
never
how
performed before.
I had never really. So we did that, and they called me because they needed a lead singer for the band.
Oh yeah.
Afro Octaves back in 2015. So that was I would call that my first experience in performing. So we didn't even think we would make it through the auditions. We were really doing it for fun, and
you did make it through the audition.
Yeah, we did.
That's dope, man.
We did until the semifinals. I think we didn't win. Of course we didn't. Of course we didn't. It was I'm grateful for that experience. It wasn't nice when I was experiencing all those things, the harsh judgments.
Facts.
And they think you are here because you know what you are doing. But
they don't
did
know.
it.
We just formed this thing right now, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I had zero idea about performing and everything, let alone singing correctly and stuff.
Damn.
So it was really harsh. But after that competition, I think I was toughened up. and it only made me to be more interested in becoming an artist and all that. Like I really learned a lot, and I took all they said, went home, tried to work on that, and I didn't see myself doing anything else. But still, I went to tertiary.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the plan was I'm going to school. I'm gonna study.
Emphasis on the tertiary vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Emphasis on that.
Oh,
Emphasis
yes.
on that.
Yes, I went to school, guys. School is very important.
So what did you go to school for?
I studied psychology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't further though. I got the certificate and tried to look for a job and stuff. Also, let me go back a bit. So the plan was I'll go to school, I'll get that certificate, I'll get a job, then I will fund my music. That was the initial plan.
That was the main plan.
That was the main plan.
Did you have a plan B?
I didn't, honestly.
But that was a solid plan because
I did.
That was a solid plan because usually you in this industry or this music sector, you have a challenge of the whole funding thing when you have to shoot music videos and you have to get equipment.
Music is expensive.
Music is very expensive. You gotta pay the engineer, you gotta pay the producer.
You have to pay everyone.
The beat maker too.
You have to pay everyone.
So yeah, that was a very solid plan.
Yeah, so that was a plan initially, but I went to school, graduated, and there was no job.
There was no job.
There was nothing.
Damn.
I tried volunteering. I tried everything. I applied. So, and where I was volunteering, we were like working with schools, high schools.
Yeah.
So COVID hit. Like it was, yeah, COVID hit, and I had to stay at home and continue applying and everything. So at that time, when those tough times come, you are really not able to go back to your first love, you know, which is music. When you are like, I don't want to call it depression, but when you are depressed and you are frustrated, you have stress and all that, you seem to drift away from the things that would uplift your spirit.
Right.
I think it's spiritual. I'm a spiritual being.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian, so I view everything as spiritual. It's like you are digging yourself into a hole. Instead, you are doing the direct opposite of what you are supposed to doing to uplift your spirit. So I was in that space for a while, and
how did you end up leaving that space?
I had to pray.
You had to pray.
I had to pray myself out of that thing, that space of being hopeless, that space of feeling like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. But still, funny enough, I still believed that I was born for greatness.
Yeah.
Like it was still whispering in my ear. I kid you not. So I was holding on to that because I think I started I'd say manifesting this and believing in it wholeheartedly. I think 2016 that I was born for greatness.
That you were born for greatness. You didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was.
I'm going to be great.
I just knew that, you know what, it might not happen now. It might not be evident right now, but I was born for greatness and I believe it. Yeah. So it really kept me going because we serve a great God and the God of impossibilities. So once I really put effort into my spiritual life even more, even though the circumstances we're not saying, hey, you good, but I really had to really dig myself into that Bible.
Yeah.
I started reading more, praying more and stuff, and soon after that things started opening.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was 2019, 2020. Then 2020, that's when I was spending most of my time with my manager.
Okay.
Like almost every day I was with him and watching him work with other artists, watching him work with other people in the industry. I was like the handbag, the silent
Oh,
one though.
okay. You just there, you
I was just
watching, you see
there
how these guys are
watching.
moving.
Yes, in shows where he's working at, I'd be there with the sound guys, rolling up the cables,
Okay.
connecting, patsatipika, everything. Like I was really in there to learn everything I could learn about this industry I want to be in,
Nah.
you know. So I learned a lot.
So can you share some of the things you actually learned?
The most important ones is that relationships are more important, way more important, more than money, more than whatever else. Like relationships, like how you relate with the people that you work with, will take you really far.
Yeah,
like really far. Because take for instance, you have this podcast,
yeah,
and you have a friend that you really relate well with. You can talk to him and say, yo, man, I'm starting this thing up and I really don't have the budget.
Yeah.
So can we like work together and make this thing work? So if you are relating with that person, they'll be able to understand and help you out without you forking out money and stuff. So that's how this whole thing works. And being human before everything, relating to the human before the artist behind that.
Okay.
Like it's really important. It makes things very easy.
Okay. That's valid. I'm fully with you on that point. Mm-hmm. Relationships over money.
Yeah. Relationships over money.
Relationships over money.
Yeah.
What else can you share with us that you picked up as you were continuing?
One other thing that I picked up is that you should really not stop. You should really not stop doing what works for you. Like, don't fix stuff that is not broken. If you have a method that you're using when you're working, stick to that. You don't really have to change anything. Like, take for instance, what example can I give? I'm working with my manager. He's my producer.
Yeah.
Like he runs, like he's the one behind all of that I have right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy behind the scenes.
Yeah, he's the guy doing everything.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's the guy doing everything. So, it's working for me. Yeah. We have made music together. He's produced all of the songs in the.
Oh, he's also
EP.
A producer.
Yes.
That's a plus for you.
Yeah, it's a plus for me.
That's a plus.
It's a plus for me.
There are a lot of producers who are manager.
Yeah.
Usually the producers take the A&R roads whereby they put artists on, but having a manager and a producer.
Yeah.
That's
so he's
a plus.
He's sure. Like all in one. So I mean, it's working for me right now. Changing in the near future, I wouldn't really consider. I'm happy, right?
Okay, let me make an example. Okay, you wouldn't consider it, but let's just say, maybe you get a record deal now. Like you get a record deal that requires you to have a road manager and your own manager.
I am signed, guys.
You are signed.
Yeah, 360. I am signed in Mosul Media.
360.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm signed.
Glad you actually I'm glad you actually clarified the whole 360 vibes.
Come back. Let me finish my point first. So, I was saying you should continue doing what works for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'd want to work with him still because we have a good working relationship. And what he has done has worked.
Okay.
And I think it will still work even in the near future. So take, for instance, another example is Billie Eilish and his brother and her brother. So the record label still allows them to work together.
Even though they signed feeling.
Yeah, but because it's working, they are working magic.
At the end of the day, the recording label is the music. It doesn't matter how you go about making the music.
Some would say
music.
some then make you work with maybe other people.
Oh yeah.
That you know, I won't get into that because I've not experienced it. But yeah,
you wouldn't be comfortable doing that.
I will like. What can I say? What can I say? Like, I don't want to fix things that are not broken. Like if it ain't broken, like
don't fix
it. Yeah, there's no work, honestly. So I will work with other producers, you know, as required though. Not like I'm fixing something, just as required. I'll collaborate with other artists as required. Not that, hey, so it's like if it's still working, I mean, that's another thing that I've learned.
Okay.
Yeah. So for now, if it's not broken.
So after you were on the road with your manager, just seeing him how he handles everything, when did you decide that, you know what, I want to hit the studio, man?
He said it's time for you to start writing.
Okay.
I think it's in there because I had a song. I had written already. Without You, I think it's the last track in the EP.
Yeah.
I wrote that song and I didn't really have other songs that I wrote. So he was like, start writing. Write anything that comes. Just write. Just write. I went home. I wrote all the lyrics without melodies.
Yeah.
I wrote all of them. And we went to studio, like in his home studio.
Oh, yeah.
For some of the, because like there's different processes in my, I have different processes in writing.
Yeah.
So some of the songs I'd get maybe a melody only, like a melody in my head,
and then you just need to put the lyrics on.
Exactly.
I feel like that's how singers actually do it.
Yeah, most of them.
Most of them, that's how they actually do it. Who's this boy, man? This boy that you usually bum. Giveon. Is it Giveon?
Yeah.
That's how he does his songs, because I've noticed when he does the humming part, he usually hums what he sings. So I see exactly what you mean when you say you get the melody first.
Yep. So in some of the songs, I get the melody first without the words. Then in that case, I just go back to what I've written and see if, like, is it a sad melody? Is it a happy one? Then I read through my lyrics, the ones that I've written, and I see, oh, this is the song. Actually, it fits quite well.
Okay.
Then I move. So if I am stuck now in the verse only, then we'd get together, he'd play the progressions and stuff. So he'd play first the progressions of the part that I already have melodically.
Yeah.
So then he'd proceed to a chorus, what he thinks would be a chorus. Then again fit the melody that I'll get after his progression. Then fit the lyrics in there. Then boom, there's a song.
Okay.
Or sometimes while I'm reading through the lyrics, getting the feeling of the song, I'd be inspired to get a melody. Then we just move. Or in another case, he plays a progression. Then I make a melody out of it with the lyrics. So like it's different methods. I used all of them.
I like your creative workflow. Mm-hmm. You just go with what works for you.
Yeah, I just
you don't try to complicate everything.
No. That's like the melody you'll get at first, I believe is the most authentic one.
Right.
So it's the one with the most emotion and feeling. So you just change stuff there and there, maybe the words to fit perfectly. But the original one is the one.
Does it happen that when you in progress of writing a song, and then you get another idea or maybe another melody on top of it, and you're like, nah, let's change it and make it like this? How are you able to handle all that creativity? Because I've usually okay, I chill with a lot of artists, so it happens, Gucci. When you're making a song, another idea pops out, or just another random person says this. You're like, oh, let's do this, and then let's do that. So how are you able to then differentiate what works for you?
Well, I've been working alone.
Oh, you've been working alone.
Yes, with him. So he's a keyboard player. Like he's a pianist. So he really gave me room to express myself in the most authentic way.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was during COVID, like Begnabo lockdown, and hence there were no collaborations and stuff. I was just
Right.
alone.
You had all the time.
I had all the time, and what I knew then was what I did.
Okay.
With no influence from other people in the room, because there were no people in the room.
Okay.
So at that moment, but it's a different story when you are now collaborating with someone, because lapo, even your mind, you are just open-minded and you are here to collaborate. Like what you say is not the only thing that we'll consider. Yeah, bon. So when you are collaborating, you are open to other people's ideas, and you're just trying to gel the two creatives.
Which is another problem. Everybody, in terms of collaboration, everybody wants to be heard out. But there's certain things that you're not supposed to say. Like, if it's trash, it's trash.
Yeah.
If it's trash, but moving on, I want us to talk about how do you end up getting signed, and what's the name of the label?
Mosul Media.
Mosul Media.
Yes.
Okay.
So in 2016, I joined IT, International Tabernacle.
Okay.
In Manzini.
Yeah.
So then later that year, I joined the praise and worship team. So I've been there since 2016. So 2016, 2017, I knew there was Ndumi, so this mastermind.
Yeah.
But bengamati kahle.
Oh, okay.
Because bengisemncane, and
you guys hadn't developed that working relationship.
Yebo. So, and he'd be in and out of the country most of the time at that time. So until also 2017, I was invited by Magenedisa at Jazz Gallery. Yebo, Waga into Music Society.
Okay.
Because she heard about us after the competition in 2015. So 2017.
Competition that she didn't win.
The competition that I didn't win.
Yeah.
So she called us. Oh, I heard you sing. So Gubanema Youth Jazz Sessions, International Jazz Day. So would you be keen to come through and do a song?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this could be good for me to like develop and get over the stage fright and everything, and like develop my vocals and everything and my musicality. So I said yes to that, and every year on International Jazz Day, I'd be there. So in 2018, they called Ndubiso through to be the music director for that show.
For the whole show.
Yeah, for the whole show. So that's when he now experienced me outside church. Because being challenging and I didn't even lead much. I didn't lead at all.
Yeah.
I was just there handling the soprano. We were learning day by day, and being taught by the older ones at church. And so only after then did he like call me, because he gave me 2 jazz standards to do on the show. And I think that was my interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were not very easy. I think that was my interview, and I think I passed, because after the show, he then called me. I think it was the next day or 2. He then called me, hey, would you be keen for us to work together? And I was like, yes. So since 2018, I was under development. There was nothing much happening until 2020, when we like started being together like more often, because I had nothing going. So I had a lot of time.
Okay.
Until that time, then we started. Yeah. That's how it went. So I was under development since 2018.
But you were only able to break out in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
He was like he was like, no, you need to learn as much as you can. Only then will you now start making music.
Right.
Then after the music is there, then you can do all those performances and stuff when you are now like performing your own music. So
ever since you started since 2018, praise and worship, having a band, what do you have like your best highlight moment
in music?
Yeah, just as an artist.
Well, siyawabala yini lawa njalo. The obvious ones.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, I think the Youth Jazz Day one, 2018, was like my best moment. Like it felt really good. Like I can't explain it.
Okay.
Like I can't even say this is what made this to be a moment for me.
Yeah.
Yes. So but it was like my highlight, and that was highlight number 1. Then highlight number, how many do you want?
Are you got plenty, girl?
I have
Are you got plenty, girl? That's nice. Are you been at it then? I hit me.
No,
give me 3. Best 3.
Best 3.
Yeah.
Yo, that's tough, game. Let's say 4 at least. Okay. My second highlight was being in studio, recording my own stuff.
Okay.
That was like, it was like magical.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I don't know. Then the third one, of course, is Bushfire. Yeah, Bushfire 2023. And
that was your first time performing at Bushfire?
As an artist?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time.
But you've been there as a band?
No, I've been there as a backup singer once, actually, in 2018 for Tlale.
Okay.
Yeah, Tlale, the percussionist. Yeah, so, and Espresso.
Let's talk about Bushfire, man. I low-key feel like you were supposed to open for Amufaku. Low-key, I feel like they were supposed to put you like just before Amufaku.
I was just
on the lineup or on the...
So the lineup is like this. There's a live band, DJ, live band, DJ,
live band, yeah.
So it was me,
and then
Tamika,
Tamika,
DJ, then Amifaku.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
So in terms of artists, you're the one that performed before Amufaku.
Mm-hmm.
See, I told you. I told you. She was supposed to be the one opening for Amufaku. Hey man, how did you feel about the whole just you getting booked there? How was it?
Well, let me just put it like this. It was like, okay, so we dropped a single. Okay, in 2020 we recorded the whole EP.
Yeah, the whole EP.
So in 2021 December we released a single. Then 2022 December we released the whole EP. And
the music video?
No, the music video was went with the single.
With the single?
Yeah, in 2021.
In 2021.
December 2021. Then the whole EP, December 2022. Then the following year, I met Bushfire. So it's always been a dream to be there.
Okay.
Like it's a huge deal for me, at least.
It's like you always shop in December.
Yeah, hey, I don't know why.
It's like you always shop in December.
I don't know why. But yeah, it was like the perfect time because we've always been like praying for the perfect time. And since we were able to bag the bushfire gig, it was like really it was the perfect time.
And you guys were working towards it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. It was like an approval stamp for me to like, no, we see you. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Keep making music.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm about right now.
And I also saw you were at the kitchen.
Yes, the following week after bushfire.
The following week after the bushfire, you were at the kitchen.
That was great. They have an amazing space. Like it was my first time there.
It was the first time.
And I'll keep going from now on.
Yeah, the
just
kitchen
to attend. Like it was really dope.
I've always attended whenever they're in Babane. It's such a great experience, you know, just having to be there and listening to live music on. Because you know we get tired of hearing the speakers making noise.
Yeah, so it was really nice as well. It was really nice. I'd love to be a guest there again.
You'd love to be a guest.
Yeah. So like the people are friendly. Like it's just chilled vibes. It's a different space, honestly.
It's a different space that we're not used
different.
to, especially locally.
Yeah.
Because we don't usually have like a lot of live events. And everything. Yeah. Especially live performances. So how do you end up at Express for that?
Hey. Well, it's my team. It's not even me.
It's your team.
It's not even me. I got a call from my manager telling me, hey, we are going there next week Wednesday.
What?
I was like, what? Next week Wednesday? What do you mean next week?
Hey.
And I was like, oh my God, this is happening right now. Like, I don't want to say I couldn't believe it, but it was like that I can't believe this moment for me. And I don't know how it happened, but I know I received the call to say, hey, pack your bags, we're leaving. So it was just, it was like that.
So how was the experience of just performing in a whole studio setup? Because you also did an interview, right?
Yeah.
How was that, man?
First of all, I'd like to expose myself and tell you that it was my first time flying.
You flied?
I flew.
I'm saying you flied. You flew.
It's still English.
Damn.
Yeah, I did. It was my first time. And I remember a couple of years ago, I was like, well, I can't go abroad and study there. So I believed, and I said it also that, you know, I think the first time I'm gonna fly will be because of music. And it
you
came
are
to
destined
life.
for greatness, bro.
And it came to life.
It's like you've been in the space for like 2 minutes. You're already flying. What's happening? What's happening?
2 minutes. Like it's God, man. It's the grace of God, honestly. Because I can't tell you what I've done to deserve all of that.
Wait, Express was in Cape Town, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it was also my first time there.
It was the first time there.
Yeah. So it was great, man. The call time being 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I had to wake up at 4:30. I had to wake up at 4:30 to warm up and get ready because the voice in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey. So I had to wake up early and warm up, and we had to travel to the studio, and everyone was so professional and they were all friendly.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was like, oh wow. And the gear they had, like it was just fascinating. Like we ngathi nje yo ngitekutobuka museum. Oh. So this is how it's set up. This is how it's done. See, in the other room there's another setup. Ngathi it's a kitchen. This side is the living room. So they are shooting in all the places at once, like the sequencing, like, yeah, it was quite an experience, but they were so friendly and were able to just walk me through what I'm supposed to do and everything. And it was, yeah.
Hey man, shout outs to you, man. You representing us. Hey, shout outs to you, bro. So moving on, what can we expect?
Music. More music.
More music.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
I'm working on another project that will be dropping soon. So.
Oh yeah. Any collaborations?
I cannot give out much. I cannot, but it will be soon enough. You'll know soon enough.
I'll know soon enough.
Yeah, we'll be dropping soon, very soon.
Well, you got internationals on your catalog.
I am not saying anything. I am not saying anything.
But as for collaborations, who if you were to work with a couple of the creatives, who would you work with?
Where? Yeah, or anyway.
Anyway. Because you're already flying, so it's anyway.
But this doesn't mean I've worked with those people.
Yeah,
I can see what you're doing.
I'm saying who I usually do this.
I can see what you're doing.
Who would you like to work with?
I'd really love to work with Cleo Soul, Manana.
Ooh, Manana.
Olivia Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me stop there before I say a lot of people. Yeah, but those are my top three.
Top three. You have this aesthetic of just being like your whole artistry and your whole music is based on live performances.
Mm-hmm.
And now you none of the mainstream music that you're chasing in terms of experimenting and doing piano and doing R&B,
Well, I'd love to say my sound right now from the first EP is like a blend of different genres, a blend of soul, jazz, R&B, like we have a little bit of this and that. I don't know what the future holds. Hey, but I'd want to stick or lean more to that sound. R&B, of course, jazz, of course. Like there'll always be that element in my music. So, hey, my piano, I'm not sure.
But you and Amufako can make a dope song on my piano.
Who?
You and Amufako.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but as I've said, I am really open into making music, because when I'm writing or working, I'm not like focused on directing this music to be just these. I'm writing the music for the music.
Okay.
Then and see at the end how it turns out to be. So you may never know what the future holds.
Mm-hmm.
Like as I grow in my writing, as I grow in my performing and stuff. So yeah.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So in any of the local artists that we have, I'm gonna give you like 2 artists. One has to go.
One has to go.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's just a little game we usually play here.
Hey. I love peace. I don't love problems. I love peace.
It's a game. No one is getting bashed. Okay. Even if you are the artist part of it's just a game, bro. Chill. Okay. So we have Sanilo and Original.
Do you have another set? Do you have another pair? Like why? Like, and they do more or less the same thing.
Yeah, that's why we like compare them.
Why are you doing this? Like they are both dope. Like I don't know.
She's making me feel like I've just been caught with some sort of police, bro. It's like, why are you doing this?
Peace.
Am I getting arrested?
I love peace, guys. Yo. Why does the other one have to go? Why can I not?
They can't both stay, man.
We
only have one ticket for the plane. One has to leave.
Can we just coexist, guys?
Yeah, they can coexist, but okay. how can we do this in a way that let's do it in terms of a working relationship. Who would you want to work with between the two? Okay, let me put it like that.
Do you know why this is so difficult for me?
Yeah.
It's because I don't know them personally. And honestly, for me, if I vibe with you, if we like have that synergy and we are able to relate, then we can work. So I don't know them personally in a personal level.
You don't know
so
them
I can't really choose, because me working with people is like based on how we relate. Is our relationship healthy? Are we good? Are we vibing? So that's why I can't.
That's valid, man. That's
Thank
valid.
you.
That's valid, but one has to go.
Yeah.
One has to leave, man.
Yeah.
One has to leave.
I'm not doing it.
Are you not? You're not. Right.
Thank you.
Alright, that's valid. Okay, I have another one. Okay, wait.
Why are we leaving people behind?
Samba stimulator. Stimulator hamba. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not really leaving them behind. It's just who you prefer, right?
But as I've told you, if I knew these people like in a personal level, but I don't.
Who can I come
Why are you doing this?
Okay, Hano or Tipo.
Hano or Tipo. Yo.
Oh, that's easy.
And I know them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Them.
Yeah, so like one gotta go.
Tibo, I respect you.
Bye, Tibo.
A lot. Don't do that.
Okay. One last one.
But yeah, Hano is my girl. Like, yeah.
Hano.
Yeah.
I have another one. Okay. Blue Jay or Sisegelo Sean?
Oh. Wow. And I've known Blue Jay like we're not like friends, but I've known him since the Spotlight.
Oh yeah. You've been at the Spotlight.
Yeah, I was the vocal trainer there.
You were the vocal trainer there.
20.
You were the one training the people.
Yeah, ngesizini yabo Blue Jay. So I've known him since then, and I just met Sisegelo.
That's
so
dope,
I'd go for Blue Jay.
You go for Blue Jay?
Mm-hmm. I'm going with him.
I had a shamra.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So tell me about the vocal training. I didn't know you were what? I didn't know you were training the Spotlight contendant.
Yeah, I was helping them. And
you were helping, or you were employed there?
I was employed.
Then you were not helped.
I'm the help. I'm employed. I'm the help. Yeah, so I was the vocal trainer.
How does the vocal training thing go about?
Like you like, okay, so we were working with raw talent. Yeah. So I know a lot about being raw talent.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're working with raw talent, people who maybe only have the talent and don't really know how to enhance or work on their craft.
Okay.
Maybe they don't know how to even train their voices, warm-ups and exercises,
vocal
daily
preparation,
all those things. So I was there to like tell them about that, and I'd help them do those things so that it really polishes up their vocals during the competition.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah,
that's valid. So who are some? So that's how you actually train your vocals.
Yeah, I train. Man. I have to, like, it's a muscle. You have to really train the muscle.
I've heard this theory, because anyone can sing. and you just need to have like the vocal preparation and everything. Is that true?
Not anyone. Not anyone.
Thank you for clarifying that. Because I was about to go Rihanna on ya. I was about to go Rihanna on ya.
Like I believe, like there's also the ear part of it. So you also have to train your ear. So some people are naturally not gifted to hear the difference between keys and stuff. So you can't sing if you can't make the difference.
But I feel like you can train your ear.
You can train it, but it's not in some people. It's just not there.
Oh yeah, fact.
Yeah,
because I've trained mine.
But you can, of course, train your ear. It's part of the exercises. So you have. Oh,
it's part of the exercises.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need the ear one.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have a good ear. It's just that, I just need to.
For what though? For singing? For
sound selection.
Oh.
I might just need a little bit of training. So how much do you charge?
Yeah, man.
Don't go above it.
Ask me when you're done.
Alright, we'll handle.
Ask me when you're done.
Do you have any other behind the scenes things we don't know about? Because it's like you have a lot, man.
What else would you want to know? Oh, and also I have written a few songs for the contestants.
God damn it.
And yeah, the spotlight competition. And the top two, like two of the contestants in the top three, like I wrote Nobesutu's one, the song and who else? Oh, the winner's song. But we were collaborating, of course. But
they're supposed to give you the car they win. They're supposed to give you the car they win. If you're the one doing all the right thing.
So yes.
I didn't know those people have ghostwriters.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though.
Like there's a lot of pressure there. So you just want to get things done, So if maybe they don't have much things they've written, then that's where we come in.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It is valid.
Then, should I add?
Yeah, you can add.
And I have done arrangements for an artist in SA gospel though.
Yeah.
She was doing an album, and yeah, I arranged the vocals for that and co-wrote in one of her songs. So that was before.
Are you at it, girl? Damn.
That was before my project.
That was before your project.
Yeah, where like it's where I was learning as much as I could. So I was also being given opportunities to yeah.
What else, man? What else you got? It's like your vault is full, bro. What?
Oh, no.
Damn.
Yeah, so I
I'm shocked. So,
more work, less
talking. More of the work, less talking.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. So do you see yourself participating in the spotlight competition? Because obviously you can win that.
No.
Don't you need that card?
I would join the competition, but not for the car.
For
the recording deal.
You get a recording deal there?
Yes.
Sign under what? What's the record? What's the label?
No, like you like they, those, like it's MTN. I think they source.
They just sponsor your
so they sponsor your album. They sponsor. I don't know how long the contract is. So that's like a stepping stone. That's what an artist, like that's what all artists need actually. So I joined the competition for that before. So now
But my question is, who are the artists that are sponsored? Because I haven't heard.
Setu One.
I know Setu One, Because I've seen it, she whipping the car. I know I've seen it.
Such a one.
But I haven't heard any of the music.
That's because you're not looking for the music.
I'm not supposed to look for the music. I'm a consumer.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm a consumer. It's supposed to find me, bro.
No, I can't say much about the politics of everything, but Set won and she recorded and she released. Like her work is on Spotify and everywhere. The first winner, season 1, the rapper. Come on. Lucid won. He recorded.
Honestly speaking, I've never heard a song.
Hey, stop it.
Heard a song.
Stop it. Then also season 3, the winner for season 3, she recorded and her music is out. So.
Hey man, maybe they're putting in the work. I'm just not hearing about the music. That's on me. That's on me.
That's on you.
That's on me.
That's on you.
Because it looks like they are putting in the work. But hey man, shout out to you, man. Hey, you've been at it. And we appreciate you so much. And we thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We would like to see you thriving, more flying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What else? More music, more collaborations.
Yes.
A Grammy, a Metro, a Swama, all of it. Yeah. Gold plaques, platinum plaques.
Ah, man.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. But anyways, before we wrap it up, do you have anything else you want to say?
I'd like to thank a few people, for where I'm at right now. Firstly, I'd love to thank God because, I mean, even the people that He's blessed me with, the people that I'm working with, my family, my support system, is from Him. So all praise to God. And I'll also like to thank my family for always supporting. But because if they said no to this thing, I'd listen to them. So shout out to my parents and my siblings. And I'd also love to thank my church. My church is very, very supportive. And but mostly social media. Like, we are working together and it's been beautiful. I'm in such a beautiful journey in music, and like I have no complaints, honestly. Like I'm just grateful for everything.
Hey, shout out to the whole team, her team, for supporting him, and
shout out and shout out to you guys
for greatness.
Shout out to you guys. This is a beautiful platform, and we thank you.
With the culture, we here for y'all, man. With the culture, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you start on that 360 dude. I wanted to ask you a few questions, but let's wrap it up.
Thank you for being kind.
Hey.
Thank you.
I bet if you managed to stay this long to this video, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. I myself, Bob Lamini, our guest today, iYA. We out.